have Micki joining us with her brand new book called Olive Oil Desserts. When I first heard that name, I was like, what? You know, I hadn't heard anything like that. And I got to tell you, when I read this cover to cover, I was so incredibly impressed. Micki is an author. She is a cooking instructor. She specializes in cooking in olive oil. Micki, welcome to QVC.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Tell everybody why you put this book together.
Well, my husband and I had high cholesterol and just other health issues, and I knew that, you know, certain fats were really bad for you, and knew that olive oil was good for you, and went looking for recipes for this. This was 8 years ago when no one was doing that much with olive oil, the days before Rachel Ray, who brought it out to us. And I just tried to find recipes, and I couldn't. So being as creative as I was and not being willing to give up my favorite food group, it's desserts. Desserts, exactly. Right, so I started to create them, and the first thing I found out was that they were about a third less. So if I used a cup of butter, I used about a third less fat.
Wow.
And so...
And yet you didn't have to give up taste.
Or texture.
Yeah. We're going to show us the food, and then we'll talk more about what's in the book. But let's start on this end. Give me a tour of the table.
Well, this is the pineapple coconut cake. And
look at this.
It's a cake. I mean, and it's crispy on the edges, and it's soft inside. And I've been told that everything's velvety and smooth, you know, just like you would not expect.
I've got to try the frosting. Just right now.
And I use a lot of crumbles and dustings, as you'll see on the table. I don't like to use heavy frosting because it has more calories. So,
exactly.
And Bonnie did a beautiful job. These are actually Rice Krispie treats, and she used colored Rice Krispies.
Oh,
and the coconut pecan bar is fantastic with frozen yogurt.
I'm trying that while you keep going on. Okay.
And although some people said it couldn't be done, I made a pie crust. And so this is a pie crust made with olive oil, and everyone loves my chocolate thin cookie. This is the chocolate thin cookie. Can you believe that has olive oil in it?
Can I say, what was this called again? Because I just bit in, and it is amazing. Oh, that is good.
That's a pecan coconut bar.
Honey, you've got to have that. That is amazing.
And do you taste the olive oil in it?
Oh, no, I don't.
That's what's so great about it, is you don't taste the olive oil in it. We have also a blueberry streusel, chocolate thin cookies, and the blueberry streusel.
What were these?
Chocolate thin. You know how some days...
Chocolate thin?
Right.
Do I have to confess that one?
You know how some days are chocolate days and other days are dark chocolate days? That's what that cookie's for. And now also this over here is our blueberry streusel. And
wow, that looks so good.
And the crumble topping is still also made with olive oil. There is no margarine, butter, lard, dare I say, in any of these, just pure olive oil.
This one was the picture I showed you just moments ago. If you saw it, I was holding it open. Look it up here. It's called Comfort Cake.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, this is the only recipe that I have that has a cake mix base.
Okay.
And it is exactly the title. It's Comfort Cake. So
there's other cakes in there, but they'll be from scratch. This one starts with a cake
mix
base.
That's right. This is the only one with a cake mix base. Yeah, and it's just got, yogurt.
Girl,
Thank
that
you.
is amazing.
Thank you.
That's so, it's light, but there's a lot of moisture to this. Oh, wow.
I've also been told that these desserts keep you fuller faster. Don't know why that is, but I do get a lot of feedback on that, and they're just more velvety.
Oh, that is
and they just kind of stay with you and last a lot longer.
And we made that in a bundt cake, I think.
They did, yeah. Normally it's just in a, just a regular rectangular, 9 by 13 pan.
Oh, okay. Now I tell you what, I've been waiting for these. We saved this till last. These are the lemon cookies, and they're called extreme lemon cookies. Lemon sugar cookies.
That's right.
Okay, so I have to try this. Tell me about this.
Okay, now this has got quite a bit of lemon in it, and this is the extreme lemon sugar cookie, and Bonnie said she made 2 batches, and this was the softer one.
Oh, okay.
And so they're just soft, and they've got a great texture and a lemon flavor, and I know you love lemon.
Try this. Sometimes
you got to try the soft one, but this one, they are all soft,
look at this.
by the way.
Sometimes food around here sits out a while, you know.
So, but it's just crumbly, and just a great texture. And now, the funny thing is, can you tell any of this is made with olive oil?
No.
And does it have a nice crunch to it, and then it's still soft inside like you expect of your perfect cookie?
That is amazing. Now, I got to ask, because we use olive oil at our house, but for vegetables and meats and things.
Right.
When I'm baking with it, what kind of olive oil? I mean, if you go to the grocery store now, there's a whole shelf full of olive oil. How do I know what to choose?
Well, I'm really glad that you asked that question because I get asked that quite a bit. I usually start with pure olive oil. Now, I tend to use extra virgin, but there's hundreds of varieties and flavors of olive oil. And I like to use the extra virgin because I know the different tastes and textures. But you want to make sure that a dark taste or a grassy taste doesn't come through, or a walnutty taste sometimes.
Yeah, you're baking.
And so you use pure olive oil. You still get the health benefits for the monounsaturated fat, no trans fat. It's all monounsaturated, which is the good fat.
Okay.
And so you still get those benefits, but that strong flavor doesn't come through.
So if I go to my grocery store and I just get a big bottle of pure olive oil, that's what I'm going to start with.
Right.
And there's other information in here about all these different olive oils, so you can read that. Also here, tell us about this page, because I think this is really important.
Oh, this is, if you want to convert your own dessert, what you'll want to do is just go back here. And so let's say you have a recipe that calls for, a cup of butter or margarine. You want to reduce that to this amount. And so it'll tell you the conversions, anything that you want to do to convert to olive oil.
So if it says, you need a cup of butter in that recipe, you're going to use olive oil to this degree.
Right to this degree.
So that means all your own recipes or all the other cookbooks and such, you can do the substitutions. There's even substitutions here for milk if you're lactose intolerant, also for eggs if you can't have eggs or something. But I got to tell you, there's cakes, there's bars, there's cookies, there's breads in here. I'm telling you, look at this, cinnamon twisties. There's lots of pictures, 60 recipes, 60 photographs. This is already getting limited, everybody. And I like it this way. I'm telling you seriously, now I'm 50, and Mark and I are trying to really eat healthier, be better about watching our weight, working out, and all of a sudden you realize that you can't keep doing what you've been doing in your 20s and 30s and even in your early 40s. One, be able to enjoy your dessert, not feel so guilty about it, just by switching to olive oil. But you need to know how to do it. This book will tell you how. She is a master, and nobody else has put out a book like this that I've ever seen. Micki, thank you so much.
I had fun.
I have to have one more bite of that cake. That was
Thank you.
Oh, we have an update first. Okay. We've done the 2,000 of these. 800 remain. Stay on the line. That is a really, really important book to be able to have, because you can have your dessert and eat it too. That was good.